anxiety, or managing personal finances? Your search stops right here. Join Mukonki and Mukonkela from Inside Partners Africa every Tuesdays at 0720 hours on the Ndalama Insights Business Show, a program that gives you the best and most practical, actionable insights.
It's a beautiful week, and it's more beautiful when you have enough money in your pocket or you have investments so you can sleep very peacefully. And of course, we're back with another edition, very exciting edition of the Ndalama Insights. I'm your host. My name is Lena Zulu. I am thrilled yet again to be joined in studio by our money expert, Ms. Mukonkela from Inside Partners Africa. And today we're tackling an important subject: how parents can impart strong financial skills in their children from a young age. In our complex economy environment, it's more vital than ever to equip kids with money management abilities, and financial literacy empowers them to make wise choices, pursue opportunities, and secure a stable future. Yet many parents shy away from teaching these skills. So, why and what are these key financial lessons that we should be instilling in our children, and what are effective strategies for instruction? To explore this in detail, allow me to make welcome our sage financial advisor, Ms. Mukonkela. So glad that you could make time today with a cloudy clouds out there, and cloudy weather, that you could be in bed, but yet you still made time to come here. So we're really pleased to have you.
Good morning, Lena. How have you been?
I've been good.
Good.
How are you?
Good, thanks. I've also been great. It's so nice to be here talking about, financial tips for children,
Uh-huh.
your kids, right? They
Yeah.
need to be taken well care of.
They always know that mommy goes to that war and she gets money out, and we get what we need. But
Uh-huh.
where does the money come from? How does it go
How
into
does
that?
it get into that war?
Yeah. So, how essential is it, for our children?
So, financial literacy is very essential, Lena. It's often overlooked when it comes to raising our children. And when you look at our cultural backgrounds, really, money is not something we talk about in our houses. I don't know about you, but for me, actually, I was a little bit fortunate. Business is what my father would talk about in our family, but many families grow up without knowing much about money. It's almost like a taboo to talk about money. But financial literacy is actually very, very important, especially in this complex and competitive world our young people are growing up in. You know that now it's a global village. If young people are not financially literate, the competition is so stiff out there. I don't see how Zambia is actually going to make progress without the young people gaining these financial skills. But particularly for kids, it's very, very essential for parents to transfer these life skills to their children so that they grow up to be responsible adults. And so there are quite a number of financial life skills that parents need to start teaching their kids from a younger age, as young as even one.
I was about to ask, like, at what age do you think they're really getting the idea of what you're talking about?
Lena, even as young as one, what's important is tailor making what you're teaching them to their age. So you can teach these life skills like savings, earning money, investing, budgeting, and you can teach these life skills to your children at each age. But what really differs is how complex those lessons are. So for kids, maybe 1 to 5 years, this is where you can have maybe a piggy bank for them and assist them to start depositing coins into that piggy bank so that they know about saving money, that is setting aside money, so that when we go to whichever shop to buy groceries, we need to get that money from the piggy bank. So next time you go to the ATM, actually, they also know that mommy had to put money in that ATM
Yeah,
before
you know it
drawing it.
goes. Yeah, they will put it in there. Then you go and get it.
Yes. So these are some of the essential life skills that parents need to teach our children.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, and obviously it's life skills.
Hmm.
You survive or drown.
Yes, you've seen a lot of adults struggle in adulthood, Lena, with debt, for example. Because many people don't understand that when you borrow, if you're not paying back, especially as agreed, or you're taking too long to pay back, you are compounding the debt, meaning the debt is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. You might have heard people complain about, I have had this loan for so many years and I don't seem to be finishing paying it off. They don't understand that compound interest, while it's a good concept, also has an adverse effect on your debt if you're a borrower. So if a young person learnt this while they are young, even when they are borrowing, they'll know that I need to borrow wisely. And
If you're clear of that, try anyway.
try to, yeah.
All right, so I agree, like completely wholeheartedly, that financial literacy should be central in raising the youth. So
Mm.
on that note, why is saving such an important skill to engrave in children very, very young? And what tips do you have for parents on how to teach kids to save effectively?
So saving, Lena, is really foundational when it comes to financial management. And it's foundational because you cannot do anything if you don't set aside money. In fact, I must add earning money as well. So there are two foundational financial skills that you need to teach your children. It's saving and earning money. So first of all, they must learn to earn money and then save the money. Of course, we'll talk about investing the money as well. So earning money is at the core of financial management because you cannot, what money are you going to manage if you can't earn it? Saving it is also very foundational when it comes to the life skills because when you save money, you actually teach your children to delay their gratification and avoid spending money they do not have. That is the lesson you are teaching them. So whenever they want to buy anything, have the discipline or discipline them to buy from what they've saved. And so that is the importance of saving. Now if we talk about the earning teaches the children to make money before they can spend it. And how can you teach children to earn money? There are so many ways. Rather than just giving them money for doing nothing, learn to give them small tasks and then they will earn the money. So for example, if your yard is not clean, tell your children to go clean that yard and then give them something small so that you teach them that for you to get money to buy ice cream, to buy those trainers, or to buy that game console, you need to work for it. So I'm going to give you some work. Go do this, clean the yard, do this, and then you will earn some money to go buy that ice cream. And then they will need to save it in a piggy bank also. So let them save that money in a piggy bank, and then they can spend it when you go out shopping. Now, I used to live with my children, and for me, whenever I would go to ShopRite, one life skill that I taught them, and they were so excited about this, they used to create a budget. So before I started teaching them financial skills, we just go to ShopRite, shop and come back. Then I realized I think I need to teach them to create a shopping list. So they would create a shopping list and put the amounts. Yes, the amounts for the grocery items that we're going to buy from ShopRite. At first they didn't know. So mommy, but how much is the glycerin? How much is the cooking oil? We don't know. I said just estimate, since we are starting, estimate, and then when we go, I want you to go pick the correct price. So at first they used to estimate when creating the shopping list. Then when we go to ShopRite, these are it was so exciting to see them so excited. One with the shopping list, the other one with the cash. I would actually even give them the cash. Then they would say, okay, so cooking oil is not at 50 kwacha. It's at maybe 49 kwacha. We are close, mommy. We are close. So they used to get excited to go shopping. And I think for me, the lesson really was because my daughter used to be very, very difficult to manage. She wanted everything whenever we go to these shops. So it used to discipline her even to say, we can't afford this. It's not on our shopping list. Just from that shopping list, there were quite a number of lessons I was able to draw. And it was really exciting to see. Even their excitement, the kids were excited to learn. So when it comes to teaching children financial skills, we need to embed them in everything that we do. Whatever we are doing, there are always lessons that are happening. And for me, I took those opportunities because I saw that this girl is being very difficult. When we go to shop, she wants this, she wants that.
Go on her. Girls being girls, man. You have to spend.
Yes. Sometimes when I would pick her from school, at the school outside, they used to display, these toys and things. So every time she would ask me to buy her something, a toy. So I would always tell her I don't have money. So she would ask me, but mommy, when are you going to have money? You always say you don't have money. And these are deliberate things I would do so that she understands that it's not, you don't spend money anyhow. Yeah.
Right, brilliant. And let's now get to like teaching smart spending. How can
Mm.
parents guide kids towards being wise consumers?
I think I've mentioned a bit on that, Lena, already. I mean, one important thing is when you go shopping with your children, go with a shopping list. Don't just pick up your purse or your wallet and go to ShopRite or go wherever. Always, if you are going with your children, go with a shopping list so they know that we've got a plan. There's a reason why we are coming here, and what we're going to buy is on this plan. It's on this list.
Whatever is not on this list, we
Whatever
are
is
not.
not on this list, we are not buying. So when it comes to spending, that is the biggest lesson. And I think it's also going to help you really reduce that headache of, no, I need that, and then I need that, I need that, I need that. Before you leave your house, ensure your children have created the shopping list themselves.
True. Absolutely.
Themselves.
Because they're involved. Let them
Let
make them part of it.
Yes, let them be part of it. Because by the time you're finishing shopping, you won't buy any unnecessary things that were not part of the budget.
Somebody pulling mom in this direction or that one.
Yes.
All right. So no doubt that there will be, they'll overcome consumer traps down the road as they grow up. So
Yeah.
shifting focus, what money lessons should parents impart around any?
Yeah. Earning money is very important. And for parents, really the lesson is money does not grow on trees. Have you ever heard that?
Mm,
From-
mm.
I used to hear that quite a lot
My
from my
parents,
parents. Money
my
doesn't grow
mom
on
as well,
trees.
especially my parents.
Yeah. So I think the kids need to know that money doesn't grow on trees. You need to earn the money before you spend it. So as I've mentioned earlier, you need to give them some tasks and let them earn that money. I mean, the lessons you're drawing by just giving them a small task is not only them being able to know how to do work, but also how to work for the money so that they can spend it wisely. They need to know that you don't spend what you don't have. You can only spend what you've earned. And that's a very important lesson in terms of even being content. Yeah, being content with what you have, being able to spend what you have and not more than you're able to earn. So I think
If you
that's
can't buy it cash, you cannot afford it. Anyways, we're going to take a short break. When we return, we'll
Yeah.
look at kids and investing and
Yes.
at what age things start hitting the market.
You are still listening to the Dalama Insights Business Show, brought to you by Insight Partners Africa. Leave your comment or question on Mukonkela's YouTube channel. Then the Lama Insights, turning your challenges into actionable insights.
Yeah. So far, Mukonki has delved into at what age you can start impacting matters of financial life skills. She calls them. These are life skills because
Mm-hmm.
they will need them as they grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And we've gotten to that point where we now, okay, earning. They know they need to earn. Then they also need to see how they spend the money. And now we're talking about investing,
Mm-hmm.
making it grow so it can
Mm-hmm.
work for you.
Yeah.
It seems quite complex jargon for young kids. When do you start, imparting investment skills into children,
Again,
and how do you do it?
it's as early as possible, and how you do it really differs on how old the kid is. But what's important for me really is the children need to know that to grow money, you need to invest it. And you can give examples. If you yourself have made some investments, you can actually show them to say, for me to live in this house, for me to have those flats, I saved money and then I invested. So for us to be able to buy that flat, it was an investment that we made. So you're giving them actual, you are actually showing them so they are able to see. And you can even talk to them about shares. If you want to become an investor, you can actually buy a small piece of a company. These are the these are the companies that we have on this market. So there's a market that we have where you can go and buy a part of a company. These are simple lessons. I'm sure anyone can understand that, right? So if you buy a share right now, in a few years' time, you're going to double your money. They also need to learn the principle of compound interest, because for young people, compound interest is actually the miracle that helps them to build wealth faster. So they need to understand that don't use your money when you save your money. invest your money so that it starts doubling. That's what compound interest really is about, so that it starts doubling. By the time you're reaching my age, you perhaps won't even need to work. You may even retire early if you want. So they need to start understanding that. I mean, just, when you talk to kids, the excitement they get when.
Amazing how much they can actually, just inside. It's amazing.
And kids get excited.
Yeah.
Just telling them, no, your money will be doubling. Do you know your child won't spend money? They will never even buy that bicycle they wanted to buy. They will want to see the money double. And if you can open joint accounts for them, open accounts that are suitable for kids, a lot of financial institutions have these products. I mean, get them started with the saving using these financial products. And the reason really is because you want to help them to understand that setting aside money is what grows the money. And that is, those are the kid-friendly investing advice that I can give.
Absolutely, really beautiful. As we wrap up for today, Mukonki,
Mm.
what's your final thoughts on parents on imparting strong financial skills into their children?
Thanks, Lena. As we all know, parenting is an ongoing process. It's a conversation that we need to have. Even financial life skills is a conversation that we need to have as an ongoing aspect of bringing up our children. And so, as parents, yes, we may have grown up thinking, talking about money is evil. The love of money, actually, many people correct me and say it's the it is the love of money. It's not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money.
Love of money.
Yeah, yes, the Bible does say greed is not good, but also life skills are very essential, because what you don't want is your children, your daughters to tend to, vices that are not good for them, or your sons to tend to vices that are not good for them. For the sons, gambling and all these other things. For the daughters, maybe prostitution. But if you teach them life skills, they will know how to make their money and manage it well and avoid adverse vices later on in their adulthood. And you're going to have well brought up children that may even take care of you if you want, even though children are not a retirement package.
I know you were going to say that. Don't take care of them, just let them take care of you. They're not a retirement package.
Yes. There's feedback from Matthew also, Lena, online. Matthew Njobu says, I encourage parents to put aside funds to sponsor their children for the 2 investment workshops. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Matthew has been with us for the past 2 workshops, Lena. Last week, we were at the Radisson Blue, we're looking at shares, and I would like to thank, sorry, I know I've eaten into your time. I would like to thank everybody that attended. Matthew has just reminded me. Thanks, everyone that attended the 2 workshops. Last week, we had 2 parents with their daughters, and it's so exciting to see this. Yeah, it's really amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for that invaluable advice, as always, Mukonki. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and have a good morning, everyone.
All right, so parents, we hope this gave you some great tips and motivation to start teaching strong financial skills right away into kids' formative years. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to money management. Join us again next week at the same time with another exciting episode of Ndalama Insights. On behalf of my guest, our financial expert in the studio, Mukonkela. My name is Lena Zulu. This is where we end with the Ndalama Insights, but the breakfast show continues on the other side. Don't go away.
You have been listening to the